Phil, one last tournament on a stage that you made your own. What have been your emotions coming into this tournament?
On Saturday, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to go up here this year. I'm not going to put any pressure on myself. I'm not going to over-try like I did last year. I'm just going to enjoy me last year. And I'm really, really looking forward to it.
What was you thinking in announcing this would be your final year in competitive darts? What was your thought process?
I thought about it when I was 55. I've got to be honest with you. That was me retirement age. My pensions were all, set for 55, and then Barry Earn convinced me to stay a little bit longer. So we did do it. I did till I was 58, so I did all right. I can't believe it's actually nearly 6 years since I retired, which is absolutely flown by. I know time flies when you're busy, when you're on the circuit and you're working every week. Years go so quickly, but now it's 6 years. He's just gone in a flash.
Are you the reflective type? Have you been thinking about the incredible career you've had as you now start to embark on your final year in competitive darts?
No, never think about it at all. I don't have any memorabilia or trophies or anything to think, oh, I won that one. My grandkids, Matthew and Nathan now, he's into darts at the minute. They always remind him, I watched you last night, Grandad. I watched your documentary and I did this. And they remind me on, but no, not me. I don't really think about darts anymore. But I've tell you what I have done. I've enjoyed watching it again. I went off watching darts for a few years, and I've got my mojo back for darts. I'm enjoying it.
What are your thoughts about this venue?
This venue itself, I love it. I wouldn't say it was my favourite venue in the world, because Blackpool's always been favourite, but I would say it comes in a close second. I mean, my memories, this actual building, how can I say, it financially secured me for the rest of my life. It paid me mortgage. Well, I didn't have a mortgage. It paid for a house. It paid for everything. So the very good memories about this place. Secured my family, so they, had no money worries and whatnot. But it was a great venue, and it's always been up close and personal. Where you can see, if they show you, the crowd is right by your feet. Most venues, they're 20, 30 yards back.
So let me take you back to your first title success here. What are your memories of that?
I can't remember the first one. Was it Dennis Priestley?
1995, Rod Harrington?
Was it Rod Harrington? Wow, that just shows you, doesn't it? Now, I do remember that final because Rod played really, really well. And I remember getting behind the curtain there, because for Take the Set, I went out on 136. Now, I remember that. I remember what he said to me when I got behind the curtain as well. So it was, good final.
Do many individual moments stick in your mind from your times on this stage at this venue?
Well, a lot of things on this stage, falling out with people. We were trying to be clever with you. It was different, and everybody could hear everything. If anybody says anything there, I mean, you're literally 6 feet behind you there. Well, not even 6 feet, but you can remember the odd shots, what you did, the odd games where John Park beat me, where I'm thinking, you should have never lost that. Barney was another one that beat me, and you're thinking, what are you doing? I changed my shirt at the wrong time. Thought I'll come out with a Dutch shirt on, and then I went to a normal playing shirt. But it's been great.
I find that fascinating that the two of the memories you brought out there were matches that you didn't do
you lose
as well in, but given you were absolutely invincible on this stage for so long.
Great memories. I mean, Kevin Painter was another one. A battler, a winner. I mean, he is born to win, is Kevin, and he doesn't give in. It was a great game against Kevin, and he had me. He did. And the only way I got through it is thought, just relax, enjoy it, and try and make the score look decent, because I was getting thrashed. And all of a sudden, I relaxed, and your arm goes loose, and you just bang them in. It's ever such a strange game at times. It's all up here.
From 95 to 2003, you didn't lose here?
No, I did all right. 8 years. I lost the final, then won it 8 years, then lost the final again up to John, and then, not sure, might have won it the year after, but I won it that many times. You can't remember everything, obviously.
Are you reflective about individual moments here? Does sometimes, when you walk in the place, when you walk in here, does it come flooding back, or are you always just been focused on the next job in hand?
I tell you what, when walking here, the people, when I first came here in 1995, the same people are working here. Peter, when I walked through the door, Paul, the owner, they're still here. It's great to see. They're like old friends. And we've just been saying, Peter's been here 50 years now, and I've been coming here 30 years. So half of my life, well, more than half of my life, I've known Peter.
It's a big part of your life, this venue.
Yeah, it's been great. It's been honestly been fantastic.
In this Seniors World Championship, you play Manfred Bildel. He's the German. He's
Yes.
the world soft tiff champion. You have a lot of fans in Germany. I would imagine a lot of German fans will be streaming your match.
I might not have many Friday night. I'll be honest, I don't know a lot of him. I'm just going to meet him on, obviously, Friday afternoon or Friday night, shake his hand and say, have a good game. There's nothing else you can do. And then see what happens when we get up here.
Phil, you're the greatest ever. Have you ever considered, do you give yourself a moment to say, my final dart on this stage may well be a winning double to win another world title? Are you the sort that thinks things like that?
No, I would never think that far ahead. At the minute, to me, I'm probably not fit enough to win a major tournament again. Some of the lads who are playing are still on the circuit. They're still more or less 100% professionals. So it's got to be difficult for me anyway. Just to, even if I played at my best. So we'll just have to go with the flow really and see what happens. I'm gonna play half decent. I'm not gonna go up there and make myself look silly. I hope not anyway. But we'll just have to see how it goes, Ray. Really, at my age, it's every day's a bonus. Waking up in the morning's enough. Never mind playing in the World Championship.
Have you given any thought to what it might feel like when eventually you do throw your final dart on this stage in a World Championship? Do you give any thought to that? Are you an emotional type of figure that...
No. I'll be happy. I've done probably 30, 40 years of being a semi-professional and a professional. And enough's enough. You've got to call it a day somewhere down the line. I won't stop working. That's not in my plan. I'll still want to go out there and meet people and do personal appearances and so forth. But I'm not worried about not being a competitive dart player no more. Time's perfect. Because you can ask other people in other sports. Stephen Hendry is a figure. I said to him, I didn't want Steve retired. He was one of my favourite players. And I said, I'm gutted you've retired because I've been watching you for so many years, and you were my how can I say, I wanted to emulate you. I wanted to get to 7 world titles, and I wanted to try and beat your will. He was always there for me, in the back of my mind, trying to beat his records. And when he retired, it crippled me a little bit. I didn't like it, and I said to him at Sheffield, I'm gutted, and he said, I can't do it now, Phil. He says, these younger players are beating me, and it hurts your feelings. And now I didn't understand them, but I do now. I know exactly what he was on about. And it kills you, it does. When your game years ago, you could have beat him easy, and you're losing. And you're like, oh.
In talking to you in conversation with you the last few years, I've always thought that, in a way, you were slightly in a bit of a no-win situation because people expected so much from you.
Yeah, they do. Of course they do. And I mean, that's my own fault for being so good over the years. Being so dedicated. I was the most dedicated player on the circuit, I think. I think these younger lads now, young Luke for a start, as you've just mentioned, I think that they are more dedicated than I was. I mean, Luke says he only practices 10 minutes a day. What would it be like if he practiced an hour a day? That's what I'm thinking. So we'll see. We'll see what happens now.
The mind writes checks the body can't cash sometimes. And as you said, it's time to maybe stop playing at that level. But you just have such a host of memories, and the reaction you'll get in this room is going to be quite phenomenal. Are you ready for that?
No. No. Let's see what happens Friday. You get me all nervous now talking about it. But we'll see what happens on Friday.
People are going to go absolutely crazy.
Thank you.
And win or lose, they're going to absolutely pay tribute to what you have done for the game of darts. This Circus Tavern is going to really be electric when you walk in here.
Well, let's see. I don't want to think about it. I want people to sleep, Hals. You're making me all nervous now. Let's see what happens Friday.
All the best to you.
Thank you. Thanks, Ray. I like this, holding the microphone.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you.